Chapter 13 Living in London. Unit 2 In London with Nelson. Anne's maid didn't feel at home in London when she first arrived there in the middle of winter, and after the lovely, warm climate of the Montreal, she found the cold weather terrible. In Montreal, stories about England's snowy winters had sounded exciting, but when she actually experienced one, she just wanted to escape. As far as Aunt May was concerned, there was nothing romantic about snow, and she was grateful that in London she rarely saw it. Nelson, her son, had been born in London. We first met in my favorite Indian restaurant where he was sitting at the table beside mine. Like his mother, he was very friendly, and we got talking, though I didn't realize when the Aunt Mary was his mother. As soon as he left school, he also left home because he wanted to be independent. But he visited his mother regularly, and what was how he discovered that she and my landlady were the same person. Nelson knew London like the back of his hand, and during my first few months, he enjoyed showing me around from the top of a red London bus. He lives on his own in a large room above the antique shop on the number 73 bus route. To get to his room, he had to go through the shop and past the antique furniture, pictures, and statues, books, and other interesting objects. Nelson's room, however, was almost empty because he needed space, and the only piece of furniture in it was an enormous bed. We sat on it when he showed me a book of old photographs of London that his landlord gave him. So looking through it, you could see how fast London had changed. Old buildings came down quickly as modern ones went up. Where buses ran, and there used to be trams, and the trams in Amsterdam are very efficient. Nelson said they should have kept them here. In fact, I heard that might be brought back. There are one or two places where you can still see the tram tracks. So Nelson, who was studying to be an architect, knew a lot about London and didn't like all the changes that were taking place. In the evenings, he used to discuss recent developments as we traveled to Nelson's favorite pub, and the favorite pub were club were to a party. Just look at that cheap rubbish, he had pointing to a particularly an ugly new building. Don't people realize that buildings need imagination, color, shape, and style? As long as they're happy with things like that, architects like me will be wasted. Believe me, believe you me, development and progress aren't always the same thing.